Hi everyone, Tridib from TGT and welcome to another video. Apple has released iOS 15.4.1 to the public. This is available to all the supported iPhones and iPads around the world right now. So if you have an iPhone 6s to all the way up to the iPhone 13 Pro Max or an iPod Touch 7th generation, this update is now available for you. This is a very important update and fixes a major issue of iOS 15.4, which is the bad battery life. For the last 1 week, everyone was talking about when Apple will release iOS 15.5 Beta 1, but this was the reason why Apple was holding back on a new beta. They were trying to solve the main issue of the previous public release. This iOS 15.4.1 update is a direct public release without any beta testing. Talking about the size, this update came in around 302.4 megabytes in this iPhone 12 mini. I'm also running this version in this iPhone SE 2nd generation and in this iPhone XR. The update size was around 200 to 300 megabytes in all the other devices. Along with that, Apple also released iPadOS 15.4.1, which I am running in this iPad Air 4th generation, watchOS 8.5.1, which I am using in this Apple Watch Series 5, macOS Monterey 12.3.1, which I have in my late 2017 MacBook Air 13-inch. Also, Apple tvOS 15.4.1 is here as well. To check for the update, go to Settings, then General, then Software Update, and you should see the update available here. But if you do not see the update here or see any error message on the screen, just toggle this automatic update on and off and then again check for the update. Let's go and check the new build number. As you can see, the build number for this update is 19E258. If you are updating from iOS 15.4, then there is no new modem firmware update in this version, so network and connectivity should remain same. Connectivity wise, iOS 15.4.1 is good enough, I think. 5G network switching issues are gone for almost all the devices. 4G LTE connection is stable and call connectivity is also seamless now. There is no issue in the Wi-Fi connectivity in any of these devices. Bluetooth and AirDrop also working properly after this update. Now let's talk about the changes in iOS 15.4.1. In the release note, Apple mentioned 3 major changes, and the first one and the most important one is the excessive battery drain issue of iPhones. This was a major issue with iOS 15.4. Many users around the world reported the issue. I made a video, ran a community poll related to that in this channel as well, and mentioned about bad battery life in all of my iPhones. But some are reporting that this is a fake alarm. There is no battery drain issue in iOS 15.4. I watched a few videos in YouTube related to that as well. Finally, Apple acknowledged the issue and released a fix for that. So it confirms we were right from the beginning. Battery was actually an issue in iOS 15.4. So let's hope battery life of iOS 15.4.1 will be much better than iOS 15.4. It will take a few days to report. I will update you later in the comment section below, so please don't forget to subscribe to TGT for all the latest developments. Apart from that, this update also fixes an issue related to Braille devices. Braille devices were becoming unresponsive while navigating text or displaying an alert. So if you were using Braille displays and were encountering these issues, this update should fix that. Next, let's go to Settings, then Accessibility, and then to Hearing Devices. If you are using this, there is an issue where made for iPhone hearing devices may lose connection within some third-party apps. This update also fixes that issue. Also, iOS 15.4.1 doesn't have any storage bug for this device as well. As you can see, the storage takes a bit time to load properly, but the system data, let's scroll down at the bottom. As you can see, the system data is showing as it should be as well. iOS 15.4.1 also contains security updates as well. If you go to the Apple Security Update website and then go to iPadOS 15.4.1, you can see there is a single CVE entry related to Apple AVD. The issue was an application may be able to execute arbitrary code with kernel privileges. Apple was aware of a report that this issue may have been actively exploited. An out-of-bounds write issue was addressed with improved bounds checking. Performance-wise, iOS 15.4 was average for almost all the devices. In fact, iOS 15.3 was the best iOS 15 version yet according to stability and battery life. I was encountering some lags in the UI here and there in iOS 15.4. This iPhone 12 mini also hanged and stopped responding twice after updating to iOS 15.4. There are no such issues so far in iOS 15.4.1. But of course, the major issue of iOS 15.4 was the bad battery life. I was getting at least an hour less screen on time in this iPhone 12 mini. Hope iOS 15.4.1 will provide much better battery life. Let's check the battery health. As you can see, it's 91% after using for almost 1.5 years, which is quite acceptable. This iPhone SE second generation is also running perfectly after updating to iOS 15.4.1. As you all know, Apple retained this exact design for the third generation AC models as well. The battery life of this iPhone SE 2 was always average, but it was very bad on iOS 15.4. This update should improve the screen on time of this device as well. This iPhone XR is still quite a capable device in 2022, as I think. I have this device for almost 4 years now and it is still running nice and smooth. iOS 15.4 almost destroyed the battery life of this device, but this version should restore that. After all these years, the battery health is at 86%, as you can see here. On average, it provides around 6 to 7 hours of screen on time depending on the tasks. Also, I am running iPadOS 15.4.1 in this iPad Air 4th generation. All the updates and patches that I mentioned previously are applicable for this device as well. But I have to admit one thing, that the battery life of this iPad wasn't that bad on iPadOS 15.4 like it was on my iPhones. In fact, the battery life was pretty good overall, so this update should keep that going as well. The apps are performing as usual after the update. Multitasking is also fine. I mainly use this device for media consumption and it's a great device for that. But there is no mention of the Apple Pencil firmware version as yet. So if you have an iOS 15 supported device, definitely update to iOS 15.4.1. This update should fix the battery drain issue of your device and some more. Also, overall, it will provide better stability and security to your device. If you have found something else which is important about this update, do write it down in the comment section below. Do share if iOS 15.4.1 solved or created any issue for your device. If you have liked the video, do hit the like button and please don't forget to subscribe to TGT. I'll see you in my next one. Peace.